Hi, I'm David Shepard, creator and artist of Percival Thistlewood's incredible Dungeoneering Dolls. Now this game comes in standard poker size as well as tarot card size. And the main difference between the two is just one version has bigger artwork but takes up a lot more space, whereas the smaller version has the same artwork, just takes up a little bit less space on the card. Gameplay, they're both 100% identical. Now, how to play this game is fairly simple, and it all starts with these doll cards. Now the dolls have 6 different job classes, as well as numbers 1 through 8 within the job class. Now the number 1 is always going to be negative points if it is in your collection at the end of the game. However, every other doll becomes worth points simply for having been played out onto the table. You're going to have a hand of 3 cards, and then whenever you play a card, it has the potential to be stolen by another player. So let's say on your turn you play a level 6 ranger, which the ranger can beat the wizard. So you play the ranger, but then somebody else has the thief, level 6, and they can actually beat the ranger. In order to steal a card, all you have to be is the same level or higher, as well as in a dominant job class. So if I wanted to steal this card, I would discard the card that I was using to steal, and then this card becomes a part of my collection over there. Now later on, if I play another card of the same job class, it has to go on top and cover the previous card. But going back a moment, if this person played the level 7 ranger instead, the level 6 could not take it. Now, the ranger beats the wizard, which beats the knight, which beats the cleric, which beats the berserker, which beats the thief, all the way back around. In addition to these, there are dolls that are called limited editions, and that's because there's only one of them in the entire game. So there will only be one merchant card, which allows you to draw 3 extra cards. There will only be one king, which negates whatever the last card that was played. One necromancer, which exchanges places with the topmost card of the discard. One strategist allows you to rearrange a job class pile, either of your own or your opponent's. One assassin kills the last played doll. One champion can be any job class, and it's a level 9. However, it's negative points if you still have it in your collection at the end of the game. One changeling can exchange places with any character that was last played, as well as one blacksmith may exchange places with one defective doll. And defective means the level 1 characters that exist of each job class. So, as the game progresses, you're going to be building up a large collection of dolls that you use towards the end of the game. And you're going to have a hand of 3 cards to actually work on. Now when you steal or negate any kind of cards, basically you're working off of the last card that was played. So towards the end, let's say you have this wonderful collection of characters and your opponent has this collection of characters. Whenever it reaches time for the last card to have been drawn and the first quest card gets revealed, the quests are then scored. Now normally whenever you put down cards, you absolutely 100% cannot mess with the order in which the cards have been put down. So that level 2 cleric will always be on the top unless somebody uses something, the card called the strategist. When the quest is revealed, it's going to score based on the topmost card. So this quest is Find the Unicorn, which requires the strongest ranger. This player has a level 1 ranger, this player has a level 2 ranger. So in this case, the level 2 ranger will win it. But here's the other trick. This card is now discarded and out of the game, and instead, you get this quest. This quest now goes towards you for points at the end of the game. In the case of, for example, establish a trade route is the new quest. And what the new quest is going to require, several of these quests require having the most. In the case of whenever somebody needs to have the most, the topmost card is what's going to break the tie. So let's just pretend that instead of needing rangers, this was needing thieves. This player had 3 thieves, this player had 3 thieves. And then we could use the knight example. This player has 2 knights, this player has 2 knights. Since this player has a level 6 knight and this player has a level 2 knight on top, the level 6 knight will take the quest. Once again, the card that you use to claim the quest gets thrown into the discard pile. After all the quests have been scored, players take whatever cards are in their collection, including any dolls that are left over, as well as any quests that they've gathered, and will start counting the numbers on these little gold shields. And in the case of a tie, the person who had the most quest will win. In the case of a second tie, whoever had the most defective characters or negative points will actually win. Now each hand of this game takes between 9 to 12 minutes. Now if you want, you could actually go for a longer game format where you set the goal for something like 50 points, 100 points, whatever. But one hand typically takes between 9 to 12 minutes once everybody knows how to play. And that is basically Percival Thistlewood's Incredible Dungeoneering Dolls. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the game. And goodbye.